There's always been a lot of controversy on what people do at the end of garden season. Today we are going to be continuing collecting vegetables, fruit, and seeds from the garden, preparing for our first hard frost.
Sitting in the basement apartment I rented with you.
So this year we were blessed with a long, hot summer. Normally the super hots, we would have to bring them in before this time of year, but it's now October 2nd and we're about to harvest our first habaneros. Beautiful peach habaneros.
What do we use the tomatillos for?
Tomatillos.
Tomatillos.
Tomatillos. Tomatillos! Sita!
Ouch!
Oh, sorry. It's over there. It's over there.
That is the 6th flock that's gone
Probably
by
6,
tonight.
Yep. So this batch of tomatillos was actually a volunteer from last year. We had 1 or 2 plants here. They're not supposed to overwinter here, but in the spring we saw little bunches, like 2 inches around, of seedlings growing. It looked like moss almost. And everywhere that a tomatillo dropped on the ground, it grew all of these. So we thinned them out, and we have volunteer tomatillos over here. We have tomatillos we planted over here, and these just blew the other ones out of the water. So to be completely honest, the ones we planted didn't do all that bad, but we also planted them with pole beans. So you can actually see in here the pole beans wrapped around all of them and pulled them down. But if you lift up the ends of these, there's still a lot of tomatillos on them. How many more we'll get before the cold and the frost comes, but we'd like to take advantage now and get as many as we can. Now we use these for thickeners in sauce, and we also make salsa verde, which we made last year and was delicious. Robin isn't sure about making it this year, but I think I'm going to insist.
This is our celery at end of season. This celery is completely fine. You can use it for celery still crunches. Still very, very good celery. We're gonna use only this part of this celery here. I'm gonna cut off all the leaves and throw them in the compost, and then I'm gonna go through what's left of the stalk and see if there's any worth saving. All of that. This particular one I'm going to keep here because it is starting to develop seed, and if it doesn't get too cold, this seed I'll be able to take for next year's celery. This is also a volunteer tomato here. They're not quite ripe on these ones yet, but they will turn into this. And this is a tomato that we grew last year. We never actually planted seeds this year, and it's called a Kellogg's. And they always stay this color yellow.
This long season and the hot summer, we're getting a second flush of peppers, which we've never had before, so this is awesome. So let's pick some more peppers. Nice. Which brings us to the last pepper to harvest, and that is the Marconi Rosso. We grew these last year and they got 4 inches tall and produced no peppers. And this year, they're one of the tallest plants in our garden. That's probably 4 feet tall.
This is a peach habanero plant. We've been having really good success with them. But this one, I just ripped it out of the ground and I repotted it in hopes to keep it for next year. And in order to do that, your best bet is to take all of the current fruit off of your hot pepper plant. So we're gonna take that off. That's still gonna be used. More than likely we'll cut all these flowers off too, but I'll let Bill do that. So we'll watch this plant for about a couple weeks, and then if that works, we'll also do a couple more of those peach habaneros. This is the fall bed that we planted together. It was summer's late August, and so this is a Veronica cauliflower. This is red Russian kale. And the red Russian kale is what I'm after today. It's kind of getting in the way a little bit of our cauliflower growth. So I'm just gonna go in and take off of the Russian kale. Completely forgot about this one. And the nasturtiums back here. Gorgeous. Touch of autumn. Holy, that is hard. Perfect little pumpkin.